INEC, the body responsible for conducting election activities in Nigeria, is yet to release dates for campaign. But the Nigerian political landscape is already engulfed with campaign and electioneering activities. From the ADC-led coalition, to the PDP, to the All Progressive Congress, to the Labour Party, everybody is discussing politics. In the center of all of this political discussion is Mr. Peter Obi, whose 4-year single tenure seems to have rattled and unsettled the political bigwig in Nigeria. His 4-year single tenure has raised a lot of opinion, counter-opinion, reactions, and controversies. So many persons are against him, so are for him, where the Middle Belt Forum has openly declared their support for Mr. Peter Obi's 4-year single tenure. This was made by the national president of the forum, Dr. Bitrus Pogu, who said that the Middle Belt had no reason to doubt Peter Obi because of his record of keeping to promises, insisting that the assurance was not given to hoodwink or deceive the Middle Belt to support his aspiration. Dr. Pogu clarified that he was strictly speaking for the Middle Belt and not the North. Dr. Pogu's statement read in quotes, "We believe Peter Obi is a man of honor, and we believe that if he gets the win and he promises something, he will keep to it. But like I've always said, we are where we are because we are not yet a nation. That is why several factors have continued to hold us back from attaining the dreams of our founding fathers. Otherwise, how many times one who occupy an office ought to be determined by the constitution and the electorate rather than by some interest of some sections of the country. But that issue is for the future. For now, as a people, we believe Peter Obi because we know he is a man of integrity and honor who keeps his words." It is quite unfortunate that this is what we are discussing in our political landscape, with all the many troubles, all the many problems that is affecting Nigeria. We are not talking on how to solve our problems. We are not talking on how to pull out the 20 million out-of-school children from the streets. We are not talking how to solve our insecurity. We are not talking on how to create jobs for our teeming youth, but how long someone is going to serve in office. The next election is 2 years away, but we are already in electioneering and campaign mode. The bigger picture is we need to do everything possible to ensure that we correct the mistake we made in 2015. That election that brought in President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015 was not meant to happen. The subsequent election in 2023 that brought in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not meant to happen. In 2027, we need to ensure that we get it right. If not, the problems in this country will keep compounding, and there are many potential candidates that are gearing up to take over from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The past few weeks, we have seen someone like Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the former president, being touted as the one that is being favored by the North to take over from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now there is a calculation here. The North view Goodluck Ebele Jonathan constitutionally as someone that has the legal right to contest for just one term. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's tenure from 2011 to 2015 makes him eligible for just one term in office. They view it as a legal procedure. Unlike Mr. Peter Obi, who is proposing based on promise and integrity. They don't believe that Mr. Peter Obi, after 4 years in office, will hand power over back to the North. So rather than supporting Mr. Peter Obi, they are thinking of getting Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who doesn't have any electoral value anymore to win a presidential election against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, whose wife openly declared that they will rather support Bola Ahmed Tinubu than return to Aso Rock. They believe that Aso Rock is not healthy for them. The same Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, whose body, soul, and mind has left anything that has to do with the presidency, who do not have the energy, the enthusiasm anymore to rule this nation, that they want to bring to come and win against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same way they brought President Muhammadu Buhari, who has retired from active politics. They went and coerced him to come out from his retirement and contest as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, we all saw the resultant effect of that decision in 2015 to 2019. President Muhammadu Buhari came in and destroyed everything. His tenure was a colossal failure. This is the same thing they want to do with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, rather than trusting a man called Peter Obi. But however, the Middle Belt Forum has openly declared their support for Mr. Peter Obi. They believe in his integrity, they believe in his character, The truth is that the middle belt will rather have Mr. Peter Obi on the ballot than having a northerner. If a northerner square up against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the middle belt will support Bola Ahmed Tinubu massively. President Muhammadu Buhari ruled for 8 years as a Muslim northerner, and the Middle Belt Forum suffered untold persecution because of that administration. It is not the birthright of the North to rule this country. As a matter of fact, they cannot make themselves president. When Buhari contested 3 consecutive times, he couldn't win until he aligned with the South. So the talk about the North deciding who win the election is just mere assumption. And no Northerner can become president without winning significant votes in the North Central. The only place a core Northerner can win an election is in the Northwest significantly, because some part of the Northeast favors the South in voting pattern. That is the reason why you saw Mr. Peter Obi getting significant chunk of votes in the Northeast. So if the Middle Belt Forum is openly endorsing Mr. Peter Obi 4-year single tenure, then it is game over for the North. It is game over for Atiku Abubakar, whom we believe is the reason why we are having all these calculations and permutations. There is an ADC-led coalition which we believe that if well strategized, the ADC will defeat APC in 2027 presidential election. But currently, the ADC that many Nigerians view as an alternate party that will defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 looks like a party that is already crashing because of the ego and personal ambition of those in the party. Every one of them wants to become president, even those that were involved in the formation of APC, those that were involved in the 8 years of President Muhammadu Buhari misrule. I am talking about Rotimi Amechi, who was a transport minister for 8 years under President Muhammadu Buhari. He did absolutely nothing, was defeated in the primaries by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now he's coming around, discrediting the same political party he helped to form, the same government he brought into power. Amechi walked against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan with everything in him, using Rivers State resources to ensure that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is defeated. He's now telling us that he knows Bola Ahmed Tinubu very well and he can defeat him. This same Amechi was unable to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the primaries. What exactly does Amechi know that he wants to go and do in Aso Rock that he could not give the expo or the white paper to President Muhammadu Buhari in order for him to implement and make the life of Nigerians better? Or is it Atiku Abubakar, who has become a perennial contestant? Atiku Abubakar has now taken contesting as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as his own hobby. He must be on the ballot, irrespective of whether it favors him or not. He just wants to contest. It is this obsession of Atiku Abubakar that brought us to where we are today. If Atiku Abubakar and all northern political leaders did not leave the PDP prior to the 2015 presidential election to form the APC, there would have been no APC today. They would have known President Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If Atiku Abubakar and other northern leaders had allowed the PDP to zone the party ticket to the South is precisely, Peter Obi would not have left the PDP. Peter Obi would have contested under the PDP and Bola Ahmed Tinubu would not have become the president today. We have another opportunity to ensure that we don't make the same mistake in 2023. Atiku Abubakar has finally dumped the PDP just to focus in contesting in the ADC. Why is Atiku Abubakar contesting? Is it a turn of the North? It was not a turn of the North in 2023, but he contested. It will not be the turn of the North in 2027. Atiku Abubakar should not be contesting. If the ADC is strategic enough, they should have by now micro-zoned the party ticket to the South. PDP, APC, they've all zoned their party ticket to the South. It is not just about the political parties. It is about the people. Nigerians will prefer to go with a southern candidate than vote another northerner. If the ADC decides to give a northerner the ticket, it's going to lead to split of vote, leading to Bola Ahmed Tinubu winning the presidential election. And Mr. Peter Obi has declared that he's not going to become anyone vice presidential candidate. Not just Mr. Peter Obi, Rotimi Amechi has equally declared that he will not be a vice presidential candidate to anybody. So if the ADC decides to go for a northern candidate, that means they'll be looking towards getting a southern vice presidential candidate. So who is going to be their vice presidential candidate from the south? Absolutely not Mr. Peter Obi or Rotimi Amechi. This will lead to Mr. Peter Obi contesting in another platform. Majority of Nigerians are scared that if Peter Obi should contest in a different political platform, the same mistake in 2023 will repeat itself again. But I strongly believe that Mr. Peter Obi will defeat any presidential candidate in any political party he decides to contest in. He did that in 2023. There were mistakes that occurred in 2023 that ensured that Mr. Peter Obi's votes were not properly counted. And that was because the party agents of the Labour Party were conspicuously missing in many states in the Federation. This led to the other political parties stealing Mr. Peter Obi's votes. Even the PDP went on a national television to account that Mr. Peter Obi got more votes than was allocated to him. Peter Obi has got the backing from the North and the South. And of course, like I said, the North Central determine who win the presidential election. And they will be the one to determine who will win the 2027 presidential election. They came out en masse to support Mr. Peter Obi in 2023. Mr. Peter Obi has made it very easy for everyone that wants to hand over their presidential ticket to give him the presidential ticket. I will rule for just 4 years and I will hand power back to the North. Give me the presidential ticket. All Mr. Peter Obi needs is a solid platform to contest the 2027 presidential election. PDP or the ADC will be a more solid platform for Peter Obi to contest than the Labour Party because of the already made structure that is on ground. The PDP is still cutting Mr. Peter Obi, but the ADC that Mr. Peter Obi has shown his alliance to, they are yet to identify with Mr. Peter Obi. It is obvious that the ADC is not yet ready to take power away from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because if they are ready, they should have by now announced who and where their party ticket should be going to. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.